Have you ever wanted to know deeper secrets or things that have been hidden in your life? Have you ever wanted to dive deeper and actually be able to ask questions? You can't necessarily talk to God or talk to other gods, but usually, using tarot or oracle, it becomes more of a possibility to get answers you've been searching for. Today, I'll mention the history, well, vague history of oracle, what Princeton and Harvard say, and who the author of this deck, Alana Fairchild, how she came up with her designs. Without further ado. So, step by step, you have to have a deck. Usually they're around anywhere between $15 and $25, depending on where you get them. If you get them from Barnes & Noble, it's a lot more expensive. So, if you don't know how to use them, which most people don't, they'll either come with a book or like these cards. On the backs of them, it'll have the meanings or the definitions or what you're supposed to learn from it. So, we're going to go through, and sometimes if you're shuffling, it's harder to get the cards to come out, so it's easiest to just have the person you're reading be able to see the photos, and you go step by step, and they can signal, do whatever, when they see a card that fits their question. Always have them have a question in mind when coming to this, because otherwise it gets very muddy. You want them to have a question or something that they want to know more about. So, just point whenever you want me to stop. Past, present, and future. There are a lot of different kinds of readings, but the simplest one is to do past, present, future. It lets somebody know the past of that situation, the present, how it's currently going, and then the future, how it might go. Now, you can know their question if you feel it'll benefit you. Personally, I think it's a lot easier for it to be more accurate and to have that shock factor settle in if you don't know their question, because then if it matches up, it's like, it feels more authentic. A little thing about tarot and oracle is Harvard says it's a learned religion. It's not something that really has scriptures or books or things that have a cutout outline of how it's supposed to go. It's something you learn as a process. So, that was the past, and the past for you. So I'll read off the backs of each card. This card is called Layla. It says, clean your chest from all hostility, wash it 7 times. In the darkness of the cosmic void, the soul seed can crack open and take root. This cannot happen in the light where all is seen and understood. It must happen under cover of darkness. This is the way of nature, and it must be honored. Clear the pain from your heart. Your tears are the sacred waters that will ensure your soul shall thrive. A new phase is imminent. Going with that typically means that the past of the situation is very dark and it needs a lot of clarity and reflection. The present, Alana Fairchild came up with all of the illustrations of her cards on her own alongside with the meanings. When you're looking to find an oracle or tarot deck, you want it to be something that immediately catches your eye. You want it to be something that you see and you just can't take your eyes off of it, because it'll draw your soul in. Your present, passion for purpose. Love, like life, flows through the heart. Your heart is questing for deeper meaning. It desires certainty as to your sacred tasks for this lifetime. I call to you now, the you that is beyond your mind, the you that is your heart. To that you, I ask, what stirs the passions of your nature? Do that and be that. That goes alongside past, because it's telling you to follow your heart instead of just what your mind is telling you. A lot of tarot and oracle reading is just intuition. You have to trust that you know what it means and that you know how to interpret. Even if you don't necessarily know how to interpret, it's a more spiritual feeling. Princeton actually did a feature in one of their newspapers in their school about a spiritual kind of quote-unquote seance. Not a seance, but a spiritual practice, and how oracle and tarot fall very deeply into that spiritual, tactile version. And the future of the situation. The human gift. Such attraction is offered by the beloved with sweetness and generosity, yet such jealousy comes from you with so much doubt and suspicion. Do you berate yourself, blazing angel, because you have moments where you cannot trust in love more than you can believe in your fear? Rise now from your doubts and admonishments, and let your human self be loved. Even with all the doubt, you are a cherished one of the great beloved and always shall be. Be kind to your heart. Which basically tells you to be kind to yourself, and that through all of the things that may have happened in the past, loving yourself is what's actually important, because that's what will help you grow. Tarot and oracle all kind of bounce off of the same idea of learning more about yourself and being able to reflect. Now that it's over, you don't have to share your question, and you probably can't while this is recording, but you can ask what their question is. You can ask if any of it resonated, made any sense with the question, and that kind of helps you get a grip on how far you are into your journey of learning how to read someone's tarot and their oracle.